Hi! I'm back. Okay, so I'm super excited, and as of about less than a half an hour ago, I'm officially caught up on all my TV, and it's super exciting because this hasn't happened since like February or March. It's been a crazy long time, but now I'm finally caught up and I'm back. Okay, so first, I just wanted to give a general introduction. If you've never watched before, and there probably aren't that many of you who haven't watched before, but that's okay. So this is Sam's Virtual Life, and I generally watch too much TV, so this is just generally me talking about all of my shows, because I have a lot of opinions and a lot of shows, so be prepared. Oh, and I secretly want to become a YouTube star, so we should make that happen. Okay, so, I'm Sam, I'm 20 years old. I go to Hofstra University on Long Island, but I'm from Ohio, which is where I currently am. And so I just watch a lot of shows. Okay, and so this is like a revival of I did this YouTube show for a class project. I had to have a virtual life, hence the name, it just kind of stuck. And after I deleted my project, which I got an A on, I was super sad because I had a lot of fun and I watched a lot of stuff and don't get to talk about all of it because I watch so much that I don't know everyone. I don't know people who watch all of my shows, so I don't get to talk about them. So it's my creative outlet, okay? So, and I missed it, and I have time, so I'm reviving it, and here we are. Okay. And this could be a little bit of a mess because I like wrote in paragraphs and not like notes, so I'm gonna have to try to. We'll work it out. We're trying, rebooting the show, making some changes, but it's gonna be good. Okay. So also, there's probably gonna be several installments today because I obviously watched about 20 to 30 hours of television in the last week. So, got a lot to talk about. Okay, so, let's see. Moving on. Okay, so, yeah, these are basically just the finales of my Who Even Knows, shows. And, yeah, so these are just all my finales. And then I also do watch a lot of summer shows. Not a lot, like 7 or 8, which I guess is kind of a lot, but not a lot considering how many I watched during the regular season. But, so I do watch a handful of summer shows, and they're like ones on cable, and if you're not watching them, you're definitely missing out, so you should definitely tune in. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about finales. How exciting. Okay, so craziness. Yeah, and because I watched all of my finales over like 3 or 4 days, it was like just intense and like ridiculous, and my head almost exploded. Like, it was really bad. Okay, and like the only things I caught up on like the last like month of school were like my top 5, which are Chuck, How I Met Your Mother, Grey's, Bones, and Glee. Okay, and so those are the only ones I was caught up on, and then I was like, crazy. Okay, but so I watched all these finales in like 3 or 4 days, and like it was ridiculous. Okay, it was just crazy. And like, sometimes finales are like happy, let's wind things, down for the season, we'll start fresh, everyone's happy. And sometimes, stuff just goes down. And guess what? This year stuff went down on every show, and like the finales were like crazy, and it was a bad year to be behind, and everyone was like, did you watch? And I was like, no, don't spoil it. And like it was crazy, and people were getting mad because I hadn't watched stuff yet, and I was so behind, and it was, bottom line, it was crazy. And here we are, okay? So, I think because I don't want to, bog you down with, all this stuff, so we're just gonna, cut here, and then we're gonna talk about finales. So this was, an intro, and I'm sorry if you feel like you wasted 4 minutes of your life, but I appreciate you watching anyway, and now we just got all that intro stuff out of the way, and now we're just gonna talk about TV, which is what we're really here to do in the first place, right? Okay, well, great. Well, I'll see you in a few then, okay?